Hello, this is Adam, the car seat tech with infant, toddler, youth, and car seat quickie. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the Evenflo LiteMax SafeMax base that has an anti-rebound bar. There are a couple of versions of this base. This is the one, of course, that has an anti-rebound bar. We're going to be doing a seatbelt installation with this base. Remember, before you install the car seat in your vehicle, always check the manual of the car seat and of your vehicle so you know where you can and can't put the car seat, what you can and can't use, and other things that you may not think of that you'll need to know for the installation. But let's begin. There are two things we have to make sure of to make sure the Evenflo base is installed correctly. Number one, once we secure the seatbelt to the base and tighten it, the car seat should not be able to move more than an inch in either direction. The next thing is making sure the baby is sitting at the proper recline, and we're going to work on that first. On this side of the car seat is our leveling device. On the side of the base, you're going to see three colors: blue, green, and red. There's also a window here that has a white line. The line is going to be on top of one of the three colors. The Evenflo manual says the line should never be on the red, and if the child is under 20 pounds, or well, between 4 pounds and 20 pounds, the line should be on the light blue. When they're over 20 pounds, up to 35 pounds, it does need to be adjusted, so that way the line is in the green. The way to adjust the angle, there is a knob right on the center of the base here. If you turn the knob, you see there's an arrow here. If you turn it, you're actually able to adjust the tilt. And depending on the child's size, you will adjust it accordingly. So for our purposes, for a newborn, we're going to make sure this is adjusted so that we have the line on the blue. Now that our angle is set, we can move on to the seatbelt tightening. Evenflo has a lock-off device built into their base. We're going to open this up. The seatbelt is going to go right through, and this is considered a true lock-off device. So once this is locked onto the seatbelt, you do not need to pull the seatbelt out all the way and switch it to locking mode. For now, we're going to grab our seatbelts. We're going to go underneath the handlebar. We're going to go underneath the open lock-off door, underneath the second handlebar, and we're going to buckle in. Since we're installing it on the passenger side, we're of course going to use the passenger buckle. Make sure the base is as close to the back of the vehicle seat as possible. And then we're going to start to tighten our seatbelt. You want to grab the shoulder belt portion only, so the lap belt is right up against the base. And as you're pulling it away from the buckle, your body or your other hand is leaning on the base. And you want to slowly go from corner to corner. You're going to feel the base slowly compress into the vehicle seat. And as you're pulling on the strap, it's keeping everything nice and snug. The great thing is you don't have to tighten the seatbelt too much, because when we close the lock off on top of the seatbelt, it's gonna lock it in place. There we are. With one hand, grab it from either side of the handlebar. As long as the car seat cannot move more than an inch from side to side or front to back, then you know that the little one, or you know that the car seat is snug enough. The place you should not be testing it from is the back of the car seat base. This part is supposed to move. It's going to go side to side. It's going to go up and down, and that's all by design. If an accident were to ever happen, the car seats are designed to absorb the crash force and redistribute it. Instead of the force being released on the little one, it's released on the back of the chair here. And installations are not permanent, so that's why it's important to know how to do this, because over time, they can loosen up. Once a month, you're going to check this. Use one hand, grab it from either side, just like we did now. If it does end up moving more than an inch, you're going to open up the lock-off device. You're going to retighten the seatbelt again. You're going to close it, and you're going to get it back to its snugness level. When you're ready to remove the base, you're going to unbuckle the seatbelt to release some of the tension. You're going to open up the lock-off door. And now you can remove the seatbelt and take the base out. Evenflo allows the handlebar to be up or at level 3 position. If you've checked the manual, you'll know that there's 4 different positions. Evenflo does not allow the handlebar to be right above the car seat or all the way in the back. It needs to be either straight up or at position 3. Once the car seat is clicked into the base, you also need to make sure that there's space between the car seat and the vehicle seat. The seat in front is not allowed to push or touch the car seat, otherwise it's not going to allow the car seat to release crash force. So make sure that your hand can fit in between there, and if you've got to move your seat forward, unfortunately you do need to move it forward. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe to support the channel. We'll see you next time.